L.A. It's a city like no other. Our city. It's all a part of the scene. The SoCal scene. Tonight, they are the works of art with a story to tell, uncovering the hidden secrets of those amazing mosaics on SoCal Bank buildings. Then, the dulcimer lady teaches me how to play. It's the old school guitar shop you must visit. Plus, fall is in the air, and we've got the newest edition of the SoCal 5, where to find the best fall festivals. Welcome to the SoCal scene. I'm Melvin Robert. Okay, they are as mid-century as it gets. A SoCal classic on display all over Orange County, the Inland Empire, LA, and beyond. We're talking about those bank buildings, you know, the ones that feature the amazing mosaics. I mean, I'm sure you probably passed them by a million times, but probably too busy to even notice. But they each have a story to tell. The SoCal scene's Alison Martino uncovers their history before it fades away.
Sunset and Vine. It might just be the most famous but forgotten corner in Hollywood. In 1938, NBC Radio stood proudly on this corner. Its Art Deco lines set a standard for what was then called Radio Row. In early 1964, demolition crews meant the end of the era. Radio City was coming down. There was a fight to save the building, but by June, the newspapers would announce a new structure was coming. Today, that fight is all but forgotten, and that new building fights its own battle for recognition. There, behind an old palm, sits a mid-century masterpiece. Tell me about the location on Vine.
I think that building stands as an example of his best work. I don't think that most people understand Millard Sheets' reach. It was phenomenal.
Millard Sheets is long gone, but Brian Worley has helped keep his name and his work alive. As a young man, Worley worked in Sheets' Claremont studio. It was a magical time and place.
The studio was still dynamic, and it was really something to be a part of.
Sheets is probably best known for those banks. More than 70, originally home savings banks in places like Garden Grove, Pomona, Rolling Hills Estates, all across Southern California and beyond.
In most cases, you have a statue in front just to sort of draw people's attention, and then the building is a backdrop.
On Sunset, there are also panels that soar, mosaic work intricate to the finest detail, and around back, a magnificent entrance of stained glass.
The intent was to honor the movie industry, and why not? And Millard, he came up with some brilliant ideas. The stained glass windows, he fritted the sides as if it was film. So the sprocket, the holes for the film, then you see just individual panels of different characters. That was just a masterpiece of design.
So there's no doubt we're in the Hollywood location.
Yeah.
Tell me who everybody is up there.
Well, these were all the early actors, you know, Sarah Bernhardt, Gary Cooper, Mary Pickford. And it's kind of sad because, you know, it's a point in time. So it doesn't move forward. I mean, it's static. That's what it was, and that's what it'll always be.
The banks were a unique collaboration of business and art between financier Howard Amundsen and Millard Sheets for Amundsen's Home Savings and Loan Group. Mr. Amundsen, who was driving down Wilshire Boulevard in the 50s, was looking at all the architecture down Wilshire Boulevard and Beverly Hills and thought, I want to see something different. I want something that'll last the test of time. And he writes a letter to Millard Sheets?
Yes, he does. Bob Amundsen had this vision, and Millard supplied him with the building that he thought he wanted.
The first branch was on Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. I remember going there as a little girl when it was a home savings. Though it now belongs to Chase, it is mostly unchanged and simply breathtaking. The residents and people who came out for it were thrilled by it and wanted to be associated with something so beautiful that they decided that they're going to bank at the new home savings and loan.
The deposits that they got were just incredible. I mean, the bank paid for itself with deposits.
Tell me about These beautiful tiles and mosaics.
This is all Italian glass mosaic tile.
And it wasn't just banks. You could visit what is now the Marciano Art Foundation building at 4357 Wilshire to see a Sheets masterpiece of a different kind, originally designed as a Scottish Rite Masonic temple in 1961. Oh, and look at Millard. It says Millard Sheets at the bottom.
Yeah, there's a signature there on the bottom. This is all Italian glass mosaic.
The large-scale mosaic on the eastern side is enough to stop traffic. How does it get that shine?
That's the glass. That's the part of it that's just incredible.
Time has not been kind to Millard Sheets. Some of Sheets' work is boarded up, barely hanging on. Others are simply gone. For any fan of Millard Sheets, this Santa Monica facade is disturbing to look at. It used to be home to Sheets' ocean-centric mosaic, Pleasures Along the Beach. Is it ever just a bit terrifying?
Oh, it's always terrifying. But, you know, we're good at what we do.
For this, Brian worked with Rosa Lowinger, whose business is historic preservation. Their job was to remove and save the gorgeous mosaic. First, they turned it into an intricate paint-by-numbers puzzle.
Brian, he created these fragments that he felt comfortable in removal, and then we numbered them all. We numbered them all in the number that they were removed, so we had a sense of how they were going to go back together.
Pleasures Along the Beach will soon move to a prime location at the Hilbert Museum at Chapman University in Orange. I can't wait to go see it there. A piece of LA history that this time won't be lost forever.
That was one of the first murals I worked on, so it's amazing to me all these years later to be the person who's taking it down but ensuring that it goes back up.
You're still working for Millard.
Yeah, in that regard, yes.
How important is it to save his work, and how important is his work?
It's supremely important for Southern California to save the work of Millard Sheets, because Millard Sheets is a local presence. His work defines the aesthetic of our region. Those home savings banks are everywhere. They're in every town. Those travertine walls with those gold mosaics and those beautiful larger mosaics everywhere, they define Southern California. This is a very California look.
Alison, thanks for that. You can see 2 Sheets mosaics at the Marciano Art Foundation. It's open Thursdays through Sundays, and you can get tickets at marcianoartfoundation.org. And hey, guess what? The admission is free, so why not go? Of course, you can follow Alison's tour on your own, and the SoCal Scene will be right back. We're making music at McCabe's. Meet the Dulcimer Lady and so much more. Plus, the SoCal 5 is back, and we're in search of the most amazing fall festivals right here in SoCal. And later, Psycho performed live, backed by a full orchestra. That's in the SoCalendar, your guide to SoCal.